Hi, welcome back. And what we're talking about right now today, you look around this room and you see pictures of curlers because we're in the Mosaic Place and in the Ford Curling Center. I'm talking about with Bob Semenuk from the Moose Jaw District Sports Hall of Fame, talking about the next crop of inductees for the Wall of Fame for Moose Jaw. Bob, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Lyle. Pleasure to be here.
And so today what we're going to talk about, Bob, is that like last year we had a great success in Moose Jaw with the first group of inductees. And it was such a success we were going, oh, you know, what are we going to do next year?
Yeah.
It's next year.
Mm-hmm. We are into 2016, yeah. And we did have an outstanding group last year and sold out crowd at the induction ceremony, so we were very pleased with that. And for this year, we've got another excellent group of inductees to bring into the hall, and hoping for another good turnout from the public as far as attendance at the ceremony.
Yeah. Now let's just talk a bit about the inductees this year, and they're again world-class people and world-class athletes, and you think of Moose Jaw and you think, yeah, Moose Jaw has generated these people. So let's start talking about it, Bob, because you know you were part of the committee and the selection process. So the first one we look at, I'm just going to peek over your shoulder, Lauren Richardson.
Yes, Lauren was strong high school student or athlete here in the city, and is being inducted into the hall as a football player, played with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. And he had a strong career in high school with football, basketball, track successes, led his teams to provincial championships in both basketball and in football. And then was selected to go and play university football at the University of Colorado, just outside of Boulder, and was immediately a starter as a cornerback there, and had a very successful career. In fact, each year that he played there, their team made it to one of the national bowl games, and in fact was ranked number 3 in the nation in the third year that he was there. And then finishing his college career, he was drafted by the Riders and immediately became a starter and played cornerback and led the West in interceptions in his first year, and I think 3 years later he led the league in interceptions. The only player to score 2 touchdowns on fumble recoveries in a single game. And he was fortunate enough to play in the 1976 Grey Cup game, but unfortunately Tony Gabriel made that catch near the end that spoiled everybody's joy here in Saskatchewan. So, but then he had to retire due to injury, and but has been recognized as one of the All-Stars on the 75th anniversary team for the Riders that they published a few years ago, and then was inducted into their Plaza of Honor as well. So
good,
outstanding.
Good Moose Jaw boy, as they all are, except for Shelley Reed, which we'll talk about next. Shelley Reed Garvin.
Oh yes, well, she's our female inductee this year, and speed skating is her claim to fame. And as a young girl, she started with the Kiwanis Club here and had outstanding success again, competing locally and provincially and nationally, and worked her way up to representing us on 2 Olympic teams. She set and a number of records at the national level in events. 500 meters, 1,000 meters.
Yeah, she's a sprinter. Yeah,
yeah. But she did hold some records for a period of time in the 1,500 and 3,000 too. But her claim to fame was a little bit shorter races. Yeah. And unfortunately, she's not going to be able to be here. She married a fellow from Switzerland and lives there now.
Dr.
So
George.
A bit of a long commute for her to come for the ceremony, but an outstanding. Career, I think 8 years on the Canadian national team and competing internationally 8 years, a number of strong finishes in the speed skating. So,
Dylan Barker.
Dylan Barker, well, he's our youngest inductee, but again, no shortage of credentials to support his nomination. He, a lot like Lorne Richardson, well, he attended Central as well as Lorne did, but was a 4-season athlete with football, basketball, badminton, and track. And as a youth, though, he made his mark locally, provincially, internationally with speed skating, and had, I think, over 100 different records that he broke over a 10-year period as a young skater. So, but through high school, he got football became his strength, and then he was picked up by the University of Saskatchewan Huskies and became their starting safety. And I think he was named their Rookie of the Year when he was there with the football team. And then he got to play in some international games as well. He was one of 4 Canadians that was chosen to play in the East-West Shrine Bowl in Houston, Texas. And so lots of good college credentials as well. And he was drafted number 1 overall for all Canadian football players by the CFL, and picked up by the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and was their first string safety in his second year. He led the team in special teams play in his first year. Unfortunately, he had a back injury too that caused him to have to retire after 4 years with the Tiger Cats.
And it gives us another Dr. Barker, dentist.
And then,
he
that's right. He quickly got back to the U of S and finished his dentistry degree, and has developed a successful career in that area. Yeah.
Merv Fonger.
Merv, he's our builder.
First one, isn't it?
The first builder that we've been inducted. Last year's group were all athletes, and curling. Anybody from Moose Jaw knows that Merv's name is synonymous with curling, and he's, as a player and a coach, it's got to be more than 50 years that he's been involved with the sport. As a player, he won a number of Hillcrest championships and represented the city regionally a number of times. But once he got into coaching, that's where he got his claim to fame. And I think he had 6 or 7 high school medals, gold, silver, or bronze, and then he's coached at the junior level, coached at the university level, coached senior or adult women at the provincial, national, and international
Amber
level.
Holland's name is often connected with Merv.
Well, he won a junior championship, or he helped Amber win a junior championship, and a couple of provincial Scotties, and won national championship and a silver medal at the Worlds in Denmark, 2011, I think that was. Yeah. And Merv said he has an extremely long list of recognition, both locally, provincially, nationally. He's currently a consultant with the provincial curling organization, and unfortunately going to have to miss the ceremony as well, as he'll be working with a curling team in a competition in Scotland. Terry Pace, a wrestler, and again, pretty strong wrestler. He won his first championship as a 13-year-old in the men's open competition here in Saskatchewan, and then through high school, 3 championships, went on to Lakehead University, and still holds some records there with most pins and most wins, most points, that kind of thing. He's represented Canada, well, in the 1976 Olympics, and I think he's garnered 26 medals in international competition through the Commonwealth Games, Pan Am Games, that kind of thing. He was named Saskatchewan's first wrestling coach. He's been inducted into Lakehead, the Canadian Wrestling Association, and the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame. So,
and South Hill boy, our buddy.
Oh yeah, good old John Kanahowski. Yeah,
who we both went to school with.
We attended school with. I played football and basketball with him, and he's a dual athlete. He's track and field and football, and his early strength was in the track area, where he still holds a provincial record in the triple jump, high school one. He went to Brigham Young University in Utah on a track scholarship, and competed at the national level through them, or with them, and then returned to the U of S after 3 years in Utah, and carried on with his track endeavors, becoming a hurdler and a long jumper, and as well playing football with the Huskies in Saskatchewan. With his hurdling, he won. I think it was in 1976 as well. He won the Canadian 400-meter hurdle championship and the Olympic trials, only to be 0.3 seconds shy of the standard to make it to the Olympics. So, and then in football, following his university career, he was drafted in the CFL by Calgary, and then he didn't
north.
see his worth, and Edmonton picked him up, and immediately he became a starter and their top Canadian, and 4 Grey Cups with them, and
more than the Saskatchewan Roughrider team has.
Yes, right. Yeah,
Which he lets us know from time to time.
Yeah. So, and again, he's been recognized in a number of different areas. Yeah.
And all of this is going to be celebrated and here at the Mosaic Stadium on the Friday, November
18. Tickets are $50 each through the Mosaic box office, in person, telephone, or online, and things start at 5:30 with cocktails, and then 6:30 dinner, and then the induction ceremony following that.
And certainly people should take interest in. It's a worthwhile time. It's a wonderful time to celebrate and share your memories with your friends and people you don't know yet.
Yeah, well, as we said, it's an outstanding crop of new inductees, and of course all Moose Jaw folks. So good time to trade some stories, and I'm sure we'll hear some stories during their acceptance comments. Shelley Reed's going to send us a video with some of her stuff, so that'll be interesting. And we're looking forward to another exciting and entertaining evening.